Hello, welcome to Boardgames with Niramas. I'm Joseph, I'm here with Racco. And it's time for another live stream where I continue this crazy idea of ranking 500 games. 500 play games, and I'm comparing them one by one, and it's going to take a while. But I must say that the first stream was 2.5 hours, and we got to pretty much 40% or something. I haven't figured out how to click this thing to get to. I've seen other people do this where they got like a percentage or like a summary, and I saved it, but I don't dare to start clicking stuff because if I click like start, it says like, oh, you really wanna like cancel the process, and I don't want to cancel the process. That would be terrible. So I don't really want to get into that. And yeah, so I'll just keep going. This is where we ended a few days ago in the first stream, and today I am planning to do like an hour or so, like not get. I don't want to burn out on this, and I also am a little bit tired. I was up early this morning, been to the university and so on, so I had a long day. So I'll do like an hour, sort of, and then there's probably going to be a third episode. And also in the last episode, I don't just want to like rank it all and then just end it. I want to, analyze a little bit also, like where the games end up and so on, in which place, and if I think that the pub meeple ranking is sort of accurate, or if it ends up in the place where I think the game should be, in a sense. Because I mean, I could do this manually, but it would take a lot longer and so on. It would be more fiddly. That's the most issue with that. I did back in the days, like a few years ago. I remember like basically printing out a sheet or multiple sheets of all game names on that were like on my top 100, and then I cut the papers like, and just basically I made little notes with game names on them, and I just put it out on the table and just moved it around and figured out until I got to my top 100 list. But of course that was a bit more fiddly than doing it this way. So yeah, let's keep going here. We are on time, and I am going to start up here. Let's see if I can. I think I can use my keyboard, it's easier. And so it's Blitzkrieg up against the Search for Planet X. Both are really good games. I like both. I think Blitzkrieg is an excellent little two-player game, and it's very abstract. It's a tug of war, but it works very nice here. But Search for Planet X is super fun, so I'm gonna go for that one. So, and Suburbia, I would say, beats Blitzkrieg as well. Suburbia, this is the collector's edition, doesn't matter, even though that one is really nice, really good one. Seven Wonders Duel, okay, so both are two-player games, which is interesting here. Seven Wonders Duel is a much more in-depth game, though. There's a lot going on. There's expansions that are really good, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Seven Wonders Duel here. Endeavor Age of Sail is also going to beat Blitzkrieg. Deception Murder in Hong Kong, though, that one is good in it's a sort of social deduction style game. It works in the right setting. It could be really good. I think again this list again. I'll remind you, if you didn't watch the first stream, this list is me basically imagining that someone set up two games on two different tables tonight, and I would have to play one of them. It's like, which game would I play? More of that than like, I'm not going to analyze all the parts of a game, because I've done that already in like my top 100, right? So this is more of like, right now, what do I like to play? And that's why I call it ranking the games instead of rating them, because I'm more ranking them in between. And in this case, I would actually rather play Blitzkrieg than Deception right now. So Clans of Caledonia, yeah, that's a good one as well. Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition, also good. Space Base, it's pretty fun. It is pretty fun, but maybe in this case, I think Deception will take this one here. What do we have? Let's see. I'm just gonna really quickly do that. Okay, so Rising Sun or Space Base. It's been a long time since I played Rising Sun. It's really cool though. Really cool game. Let's go with Rising Sun here. And space high society. High society is cool. I mean, it's small, just a deck of cards, few cards, and auctioning style game. But I'm gonna go space here. Skull Hollow or high society. I'll probably go Skull Hollow. Evolution or high society. Okay, this is probably high society then. Phantom the card game. I like the game in a sense, but I was like, I have no, like I did a Kickstarter video for Phantom the card game when it came up. I have like no connection to the Phantom, as like I never read the comics, anything like that. I just seems a little, I don't know, it was a little off for me, so I'll go evolution here. And Coimbra. Crusaders. Crusaders has some issues, I think. It's fun. Like I like the action selection. It has this little mandala system where you move things around, and that's how you activate and do different things. But it just pretty much very samey. I feel like Crusaders is fun. Like it's one of those games that I enjoy playing like once a year or something. I wouldn't want to play this like multiple times. It feels like there's not that many different ways to go in a sense. So I'll go Phantom the card game based on that here. And Fugitive, I haven't played much at all, but I like the idea a lot of Fugitive. I think it's a cool idea, 2-player game. Yeah, I'll go Fugitive. And here, Blue Lagoon though, was way too abstract for me. Crusaders it is. And Valeria Card Kingdoms is actually really fun. I only played it a few times though, but Patchwork, I'm not a big fan of Patchwork. Wow, this is pretty hard. I mean, it's hard in the sense that I'm not a huge fan of either of the games. I'll probably just go Blue Lagoon on this one. I'd rather play that one. Edge of Humanity though. So some interesting ideas on a deck builder. But no, Patchwork. Wanted. Dungeon Raiders. Fox in the Forest. I really need to play Fox in the Forest again, because back when I played it, I wasn't that like into like trick-taking games. I like that a lot more these days. I think I would enjoy Fox in the Forest more today than I did back when I played it. And Conan's Pictures is a good game as well. Ethnos though, I talked about this. Ethnos is, oh, I have sound on my phone. Okay, that's unprofessional. Let's remove that. Ethnos though it's really ugly, and it's area control. It's not my kind of game. Here I'll go Edge of Humanity. Artline, yeah. Wow, now it's basically putting like it's putting my bottom stuff against each other. But it seems to do that. It seems to like trickle down, and then all of a sudden we jump up, and now we have 2 good games instead. So Pandemic Legacy, Clank Legacy, which is interesting because both are legacy games. So far, I would say like, because this is Pandemic Legacy Season 2, but it's supposed to be like representing all 3 games, which is a little bit weird since I haven't finished Season 0, and I heard it's really great. I played with Draco. I'm gonna have to go Clank Legacy though. I like the structure more in Clank Legacy. Like I like Clank as a game way more than I like Pandemic as a game, if we just look at that. And then the structure of Clank Legacy is that things change during the gameplay, which is really fun. Like things happen, it's exciting, you get to open things, put on new stickers. Pandemic is more like, hey, here's a game, and this is how the game is going to work. Like this is the rules, updates and all that. Then you play the game, then like, oh, next chapter, we're going to change these things. Clank though has things that changes during the gameplay, which I think is super fun. So let's go Clank here. Keyforge or Pandemic Legacy though, here I probably will go. I just love the legacy aspect, and Keyforge has fallen for me, even though it was, you know, one of my, it's one of my favorite games. No. So let's go Pandemic Legacy here. Mansions of Madness or Keyforge. I'll go Keyforge. It's very close though. Chronicles of Crime or Mansion of Madness. This is maybe even more close because, yeah, both cooperative games, both app assisted. I think I would rather play Chronicles of Crime right now. Deal of Merchants 2, fun little deck builder. I'd rather go Mansions of Madness here though. Bonanza. Merry-Go is a good one. That's pretty clever. No, then I'd rather play Deal of Merchants. Like if I have to like choose right now what to play tonight or whatever. Red 7 could be really good. Like Red 7 is one of those games that you have to get your mind in the right mindset, the right way of thinking for it to work. So it can be a little bit like, I don't want to play that one if I'm really tired, for example. Okay, Red Rising I do like, but I feel like Red Rising is very restricted. Like I don't want to play Red Rising on 2 players. Probably not off. I want to play it on like 5. Like it's one of those rare games where I actually prefer the more the better. But I'll still go Red Rising here over. That's pretty clever. Homesteaders, older design, has some issues. I think feels a little bit clunky, some parts of it, but I like the auctioning. I'll go Homesteaders here. Here though, Assault Summer Pavilion. No, here I go. That's pretty clever. Santa Maria. Really cool mechanically this game, even though I think the theme was a little bit strange. It's like one of those game adaptation, but they made like the game itself is like a piece of criticism against that theme. It's hard to explain, but I'll go Santa Maria here. Tokaido though, no. The only thing Tokaido has that I enjoy is those panorama pictures. I think those look great. But the gameplay of Tokaido, I don't know. Let's go Ray Colt. Quest for Eldorado. Istanbul. Gnomop. I barely remember Gnomopolis. I think I played it once. But it's on here. Yeah, I remember it being pretty fun. In between though, no, then I'll go to Kaido. Wormholes I played recently. I did enjoy it, even though it's pick up and deliver. Istanbul the dice game is pretty fun. I like that one more than Istanbul. We'll see if maybe later on I'll get to pick between those two. So far I don't think I have. Oriflamme is pretty cool. Police Precinct. Oh wow, this is like a family style big classic cooperative game. Yeah, I'll pick that one over In Between. But I'd rather play In Between than Railroad Inc. Yeah. Railroad Inc. is just like I don't like the theme at all. Like making railroad tracks is one of my least favorite themes in board games. Or tracks in general, like roads or whatever. Umbra Via, very abstract. I'll just go for Umbra Via, I don't know. Inuit, mechanically pretty good. Tableau building. And now we jump back up to the good games again. So Feast for Odin or Chronicles of Crime 1400. I haven't finished Chronicles of Crime 1400. It's not a campaign game, but there's different scenarios. I haven't played all of them. But I mean, it's pretty easy for me. Feast for Odin is amazing. So Camelot, pretty fun. I haven't played the new Camelot, like the new edition. My friend has the old one, which, you know, they work the same. It just looks nicer with the new one. Here I'll go Chronicles of Crime 1400. I do want to play that more. And Ragusa is really good, but pretty thinky. I'd rather just have a casual Camelot game, I think. Same goes for Six Named. Really enjoyed Six Named last year. Played it a few times. Really enjoyed it. Catan Starfarers. The main thing with that game is that you have these like little rockets that you shake, like almost like a die, and that's sort of determines what actions you can do or how strong they are. I'd rather go Ragusa on this one though. Skylands is really good. Star Wars Legion, yeah. Legends of Andor. I really need to play this one again. It's been good few years since I played it, but it's really good cooperative. Summoner Wars. Word Bank is fun, but it is like a certain type of game. It's a word game, and it's a little bit harder when you're not like a native English speaker to spell out English words, and it's not like you can just go for Swedish instead, because then like what letters are in there, the amount of them, and so on, how often they occur, is based on the English language. So that makes it a little bit harder for me. But okay, I'll go Catan here. Starfarers. Treasure Hunter. Do you want to play that again? Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. Yeah, I'll take that over Word Bank. And Enchanters can be really good. Some expansions and so on. Castle Tuscany. Yeah, I'll take it over Word Bank. Game of Thrones, the card game, though, I'm not getting into that. So there we go, Word Bank. I mean, I love Game of Thrones. I like LCG, so I should like that one. But I never really got into it back when it came out, and I played it with some friends. So I'll just pick some other stuff instead of it, really. Runestones. The board game, I do like more than the card game. Silver. Puerto Rico. Okay, now we're really going like, it's really like going down to the sort of. Okay, here I have to go Game of Thrones, the card game, though. It's really like trickling down to the games that I already shown that I'm not a huge favorite of. And then all of a sudden here it's gonna, oh, there the meter moved. All of a sudden it's gonna pop up back to more of my favorite style of games here. Here we go. Gugong, Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. Great games. I will go for Jaws of the Lion. And here I'll go for Imperial Settlers Empires of the North. Targi. Fake Artist. Newton. Lost Cities for sure. But here I think Orleans. No, here I go. I'll go Gugong over Orleans. Yeah. Then we have 5 Tribes. I really want to play 5 Tribes again. It's been a while. And Dice Settler, same thing there. New York Zoo, though, no, I'd rather play Orleans. And Nations. I think I'd rather play New York Zoo than Paris. City of Lights, I think that is the English title of that. It's a 2-player game. Yeah. And Dead of Winter, it's been a long time since I played that. So, Stew, Pandemic, Pirates. I still feel like there's so many games. There's 500 games. Like, there's so many games that we haven't seen yet on the list. I don't know how that works. If it like goes, I don't know how that works. Yeah, Woods, Tribes, Discovery, Origami. Okay, now it's back to the really hard stuff here. Gaia Project or Sulkin. Sulkin has really gone up for me. I played it on BGA last year a few times. Really enjoy it. Even though I think you should play it in person if you can, because it's really fun to spin those cog wheels. So yeah, I'm gonna go Gaia Project though. Like, I'd rather play Gaia right now, but it's very close between these two, I think. Clank. Yeah, I'll go Clank. I want to play the new Clank, by the way. There's a new version of Clank out. Can't remember the name now. Catacombs, I think. It's like a standalone like box of Clank where you don't have a set map. Instead, you build the map as you go, which I think the main thing that makes it interesting for me with that is that makes it so you don't know where the artifacts are at the start of the game. So I think it will solve the issue that base game Clank sometimes has. Well, issue, but like when someone just rushes down, grabs an artifact and goes out, like that's boring. You want to play, you want to get to do things. You just don't just want to have a race. And if you don't know where the artifacts are, you might have to search for a while until you find someone. On the other hand, it feels like it could be very swingy, like very lucky. Like, oh, I'll explore a room over here. Oh, I found the 20, point worth artifact while you just found the. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure how they solved that, but I want to try it. Okay, then we have Glenmore 2 against Tolkien. Here it's Tolkien though. No thanks. Glenmore 2 beats Lancaster. I think Lancaster is good, but yeah. Sonar, Edge of Darkness, but I'd rather play Lancaster than Lords of Hellas, I think. Lords of Hellas beats Abyss though. Prince of Tucana. I'm not that interested in playing Brass Birmingham at all, to be honest. Even though it's a good design and all that. I respect that a lot of people like it. My friends like it. Yeah, I'd rather play Abyss. And Lost Cities Rivals. And Azul. And Coup. And Super Skill Pinball. That's really fun. Nemeton though, no. Way too abstract for my, like, 2 APs pro. Rather play Brass. Harvest Dice. Arboretum. Strogano. Ultimate Werewolf Inquisition. Yeah, most of the things here, Star Wars Clone Wars, I'd rather play than Nemeton, I think. Not the Estates, though. I really dislike the Estates, so here we go. Hey, Fenhorn. Oh, you're looking forward to Clan Catacombs. Okay, so it's coming to retail in Sweden in January. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look into if Game Maniacs get that, because that's something I would like to film as well. Play with Draco, it seems fun. Or maybe you can play it solo as well, I don't know. I like the idea of Clan Catacombs though. Marrakesh, Le Havre, Smartphone, Century Spice Road, Frontier Wars. Yeah, that's not, yeah, okay. Now we're back to the top again. I enjoy this more. Like, it's harder sometimes, these decisions at the top, but I do enjoy it more. It feels more like it means something when it's up there at the top. Like those, like 2 games that I don't really want to play, like putting them against each other just feels Lost Ruins of Arnak with expansion is really, really good. I had it really high on my top 100. It's gone up for me. Really like it a lot. And I'm excited for the new expansion for Lost Ruins of Arnak that is coming. I don't even know if that one has been announced, or I heard it from the designers, or maybe I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know anything about it though. Okay, so solo campaign with app for Clan Catacombs sounds great. Yeah, I really need to look into if I can get hold of that. Yeah, but anyway, between these, I think I will still pick Terraforming Mars. Like, again, we're not talking base games here. If we were talking base games, I rather play Lost Ruins of Arnak than base Terraforming Mars. But if I can add Prelude and Colonies and Venus Next, and some fan-made maps, and some bling with 3D tiles, I love it. Terraforming Mars has to be the pick here. Stone Age, I like Stone Age, but for me, it's mostly a BGA game these days. I play it with my werewolf group sometimes, and I do enjoy it. But yeah, Arnak is a BGA game as well, a lot for me. But sadly, though, no expansion on BGA. If the expansion was on there, I would play it even more. I'll go Arnak. Arnak also has a great solo campaign with like story and stuff in there. Really good. Tapestry has issues. I still haven't played the latest expansion for Tapestry, the Arch and something. Yeah, looks great though. I need to play that one. I want to play Tapestry. Blood Rage, like, Blood Rage is one of those games like, oh, it depends. So if someone put it up on the table and be like, hey, we are, 4 people, or like 3 plus me, and everyone is pretty new at the game and just having a fun time with it, then I would play Blood Rage. But if it's like, oh, here's like people that know all the strategies and what card to draft and how to hate draft, and then Blood Rage is not interesting at all for me, because then it's just super annoying. People just have these like crazy strats. I'll pick Stone Age over Blood Rage. And Teotihuacan. Pandemic Fall of Rome, yeah. Not that into playing Secret Hitler anymore because Fido Kraken beats it. But yeah, if I have to choose between these two, again, Secret Hitler is also so situational. Like, it depends on the group. This is kind of opposite. Blood Rage, I want to play with like relaxed casual gamers. Secret Hitler, I want to play with real like fans of the game, because that's the best way to play it. It's kind of like Werewolf. Like, I prefer playing it with people that really know the game inside out. I'm not saying that I'm the best at Secret Hitler. I'm not anywhere as good at that one as I am with Ultimate Werewolf. But Secret Hitler, it could be super, super fun. I'll go with that one. Okay, King of Tokyo. No, I mean, King of Tokyo is a fun, like, just like, what's that called? I don't know how to translate that to English. Like just casual. If you just want to have like, oh, we have, killing 45 minutes, then it's fun. But Blood Rage, more solid game. Same with Saboteur, actually. Saboteur can be really good. Again, you want to play with people that are really into social deduction. Kingsburg, 2nd edition, is fun. It's been way too long since I played this. Just One. I think it's good. Like, I like Just One. I don't like Just One online, though. Like over Zoom or BGA. Like, I just feel like Just One is one of those games. Like a lot of party games, I actually want to sit and see. Like, you want to have the atmosphere of the room, sort of. So I'll go King of Tokyo here. It's more versatile. Cairn as well. That's a good one. Guild of Merchants Explorers, I want to play more. Between Two Castles, Mad King Ludwig. Great game for if you're 8 players. Baron Voodoo, no, that's too abstract for me. I didn't like Baron Voodoo that much. Castles, Mad King Ludwig is good. Ski Tour is pretty fun, and I'm in the game, so that makes, I'm a little bit biased. Ticket to Ride, this represents all the Ticket to Ride games, and I just don't get it. Like, so many people love Ticket to Ride. I get it if you're a new player in the hobby, or if you're not really a gamer. I get it. It's fun playing Ticket to Ride, but like, yeah. Is my picture blurry? Did you check your settings on YouTube, because sometimes in streams I encounter that in streams where YouTube automatically sets the like 480p or something. So make sure your YouTube is set to like 720 or 1080. I'm streaming in 1080. I think maybe I'm streaming in 720. No, I think I'm streaming in full HD when I'm streaming like this. When I stream Boardgames on the table, I only stream in 720 because of my internet, but I'm getting better internet very soon here as I'm moving. I'm getting like 4 times the speed. I'm gonna start streaming in full HD all the time. But I think if I'm blurry right now, it looks fine in my program. So if I'm blurry right now, it's probably your YouTube settings. Okay, I'll go Baron Voodoo here. And Robo Rally. And yeah, I'm not a Blood on the Clock Tower fan either, but I'm not a Ticket to Ride fan. But Ticket to Ride beats Clayurama for sure. Okay, it's max 720. Okay, yeah, I'll probably have those settings on. Like when I'm streaming like this, now I could stream in full HD, but when I have like multiple cameras and stuff, I can't do it really. Well, I have some issues with my internet where I live now, but again, it's gonna be fixed very soon. Rhone, Tag City, Codenames, Sagrada. Yeah, most things here is just gonna be Cleorama. Okay, back to the top again. Here we go. It's funny how it goes like back and down, back, like it starts. It's like it's trickling down, I feel. Um. Hmm. So I have been saying these two games were my top two games from 2021, and when I did my when I went back and looked at my top 10 games video of 2021, Imperium wasn't on it because I hadn't played it enough by December when I made that video, but I played it a lot during 2022. And the same goes for Ark Nova. This is the two games I have played the most for the last year. Um, and I think I'm gonna pick Ark Nova, but the reason I'm picking it is mostly because it works on all player counts. I love Ark Nova on solo with the Arno. It's great. Oh, great! Long time Niner fans. Good, you sorted it out. So Ark Nova is great solo with the Arno bot. It's like a fan-made bot. There's even an app for it. Great, great game. On 2 players, 3. I played it on 3 the other night. Had a great time. And 4. Imperium is I think Imperium is better solo, I would say. It's more of a in-depth game, like there's more to discover in Imperium. You can play it like you will get more variation and so on in the solo and 2 players as well. I think if both players are accustomed to the game, it's a pretty Imperium Classics or Imperium Legends, as this is representing both of them, isn't that easy to get into. And even if you played a bunch of deck builders and so on, it's still like it changes up how to think about how to play the deck builders. So for solo, I'll say Imperium, but in overall, it's Ark Nova. Dune Imperium, great solo game again. This is also good with more players, but between these two, I'll go Imperium Classics. I like it more than Dune. The issue I have with Dune on multiplayer is the intrigue cards that I think could be a bit swingy and also a little bit of take daddy. I'm not a big fan of those, but yeah, Imperium Classics or Legends. Lord of the Rings, the card game, I really enjoyed it. The revised core set, I never got to play the first one, but between these two, I'll go Dune Imperium. Yeah, I need to play the Lord of the Rings, the card game more. I haven't played with those like those packs that I got, like the elves and the dwarves and the Rohan. I haven't played with those yet, so I should do that. And Concordia Venus, which again represents Concordia in all versions, is great. You can play Solitaria with the expansion. You can play solo. Love it. Has to pick that one. Here though, I'm not sure. I haven't played the new Viticulture expansion, the World something it's called, which is cooperative. What's it called? World Tour or World something like that. It's cooperative, which sounds really cool to me. So here I go, Lord of the Rings card game. Star Realms though, fun, great little deck builder, but I'll go Viticulture. Hadara is a good one. I prefer Hadara to Seven Wonders actually. They have some similarities. It's one of these games where you draft, but it's an open draft. So like you see what's out there and you can pick between it, which is really nice. I think I'll go Hadara. Modern Art though, I like Modern Art in a way. It has a bunch of different ways to do auctions, which is fun. But I'll go Star Realms here. And Raiders of the North Sea as well. Cause of the Burgundy, the card game, I think it's like overlooked. Cause of Burgundy is great, but the card game is also good. So I still have it in my collection. Jump Drive though, Jump Drive is too short for me. It's a filler, but it just, I don't know, it feels like I'm building up, but then it's just like, oh, now the game is over. Like I want to play for another 15 minutes. I'll go Modern Art here. Forum Trajanum, I want to play again. Absolutely. Oh My Goods as well. Clever Cubed. Star Scrappers Orbital, wow. Thematically these are close, but game-wise they are totally different games. I think I'd rather play Star Scrappers Orbital. And Lord of the Rings The Confrontation. And Dragon's Cave. And Aquatica. I don't want to play Magic the Gathering though. So here we go. Jump Drive. Evolution the Beginning. It's a card version of Evolution, really. Equinox. Caesar. Mintworks. Love Letter. Yeah, it's gonna be... I don't know if there's gonna be a point where I'd rather play Magic. We'll see. Meeple Circus. Arena. Yeah, those are pretty even for me. Okay, back to the top again. Legendary Encounters an Alien deck building game. I played this just 2 days ago. It's so good. I mean, it's just so great. I just love this cooperative. But the thing is, it's great thematically, and how the... And again, this represents all the 4 Legendary Encounters games. They're all great. And take note of the Legendary Marvel is not an Encounters game. This is its own style. It's very similar, but it's different because these are cooperative games mainly. And they are really good cooperative games because they really is like forced you. They're really hard and they force you to really cooperate. Like you have to talk to each other and be like planning things out and helping each other out, healing damage, all that. Feed the Kraken though is also great. It's one of my, it's my favorite game from 2022. Feed the Kraken is just amazing. It replaces Secret Hitler. It replaces the Resistance for me. So what would I rather play? I think I'd rather just play more Legendary Encounters right now, but this is super close. Ultimate Werewolf. Well, these two games are, in the same ballpark here. I think I will pick Feed the Kraken. Because I played so much Ultimate Werewolf the last few years. Nemesis. Nemesis is tricky for me because I really don't like semi-cooperative gaming. And I don't like games where you play for hours together and then all of a sudden someone turns out to be a traitor, sort of. Ultimate Werewolf, it's the same thing, but that's like shorter gameplay and you can just play again and so on. I'll go Ultimate Werewolf here. And here I'll probably go Dominion. It's just such a good deck builder, just so basic deck building, but... And Gods of Burgundy. I haven't played Civilization, the board game, in a few years now. Used to play it a lot, but it's so hard to get to the table. It takes a long time. There's a lot going on. I'm gonna go Nemesis on this one. And Spirit Island for sure. Strasbourg though, no, then it's so hard this. Okay, Memoir 44. I play Memoir 44 a lot. I played through it, like all the maps on BGA. I played it in physical form as well, but only the base game. I'll go Strasbourg there. And La Isla. And the crew. Jaipur. I mean, Memoir 44 is not bad, but it's still the die rolling thing. Okay, I have no need to play the Resistance really, so Memoir 44. Jorvik was a long time ago as well. Lucia, which was, a new little solo game. It's cute and it's fun and it's like doing what it sets out to do. But I'll go Resistance here. And Power Grid. The Mind. I was so disappointed in Destinies. I had so high hopes for that one. Coming from Chronicles of Crime and then like, oh, it's like a fantasy style game. It didn't work at all in solo though. Totally broken in solo in my opinion, because you can choose 2 ways to play it in solo, and it's either you have infinite time, which makes the game pointless because then you can just go around and do everything, or you have way too little time. So you don't get to do stuff. So here I'll go. Yeah, I don't want to play. I sold my copy of Destinies. I'm not interested in playing that really, which is sad because I could have. Maybe it's great in multiplayer. I don't know. I never got to play Destinies in multiplayer. I only played it solo. So that I should tell you that. Okay, I'm not playing Alien vs Predator: The Hunt Begins though, so my little site. And now we're going down. Like, here's 2 games that I don't want to play. So, like, yeah, okay. Back to the top. War of the Ring. Great game. Played it a few times last year. Really enjoyed it. Russian Railroad, same thing. Hard to compare them, but I have to. And I'm gonna go War of the Ring. Aeons and Legacy, yes. Russian Railroads. Again, with German Railroads, Ultimate Railroads, all that stuff. Forgotten Waters is a great storytelling game. Cooperatively, and really cool stuff going on in that one. Yeah, I want to play that one again. Colonist is way too long, even though the gameplay itself is good. So here I'll go Automobiles. Clank in Space. I'm not a huge fan of Roll for the Galaxy. I'll go Colonists. I'll go World of Warcraft Rapture of the Lich King. Vikings Gone Wild. Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I played Roll, but Nidavellir had a cool trading mechanism with the coins, really like that. But Frankenstein, no, then I'd rather go Roll for the Galaxy. Hiroshima Convoy, Terra Mystica, Suro, Mysterium, a lot of games here that I just, yeah, I definitely beats. Okay, Mastabas does not beat Frankenstein. Mastabas, I don't really have any inclination to play again. Small Islands, Gods Love Dinosaurs, Merv, Four Gods, Catan, Cottage Garden. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Robinson Crusoe or Tainted Grail is not. Yeah, I mean, I prefer Robinson Crusoe, but I love Tainted Grail as well. I'll go Robinson, yeah. Great Western Trail, though, I rather play Tainted Grail, I think. I still haven't played all the expansions for Tainted Grail. I want to do that at some point. Nations, the dice game. Kingdom Builder or Great Western Trail? I think I'll go Kingdom Builder, even though I played it so much. I played like 2,000 games of it on BGA, which is insane. It's been a pandemic, people. I've been sitting at home a lot. Great Western Trail, though, I don't even want to play it on BGA. It just doesn't work for me. It's like, that's one of the games I really want to have it on the table. I'll go Kingdom Builder, but this is close. This is very close. Undaunted Normandy, I'll go Undaunted. It represents all the Undaunted. I really want to play Undaunted Stalingrad, which I have right here on my shelf. I definitely want to play that soon. I'll see, though, if, like, yeah, I'll play it soon, but I'm not really sure when, because I'm right in the middle of the moving and all that now. Grand Austria Hotel, no, then I'd rather play Great Western Trail. I like Grand Austria, but I need to play it more to really know where it sits in my top pair. Agricola, great game. Sight, well. Fury of Dracula. Newsfjord. I really like Newsfjord. I know some of my friends that are over Rosenberg fans. They aren't that excited about Newsfjord, but I think it has some really interesting things in it. Okay, Race for the Galaxy, not a big fan. So here we go. Grand Austria Hotel. Dinosaur Tea Party, super fun little lightweight game. Last Bastion. Yeah, Last Bastion is cool. Karuba is also pretty cool. It's like a bingo style game, but Kalimala I want to play again. Bloomtown, though, I don't know. A little tie layer. Okay, let's go Race here. Seven Wonders definitely beats Bloomtown. City Skylines as well. Emotep. I don't know about Eldritch Horror. I have some issues with this style of game, because they're so fiddly with all those rules, like the Fantasy Flight Ameritrash games. It's so fiddly, even though it could be really good as well sometimes. But hey, Glowing Turtle. Yeah, I'll go Eldritch Horror against Bloomtown. I like narrative games, but they also have to have some kind of good, like, and that's why I have an issue with like games like Eldritch Horror or even Arkham Horror the card game. Same thing there. Like, because I'm so it's kind of one of those games where you really want to be into the game, immersed in the theme and the narrative, and then I don't want to like break the illusion by having to be like, oh wait, how did it work when this guy and this card, how did that keyword interact with that? So we have to look it up in the rules, and that kind of breaks the immersion, right? If it's a dry Euro, it feels more okay to just pull out the rule book, right? Because then you're not really into any theme anyway. So I think that's something that I think if like those narrative games, they have to be streamlined. I think Tainted Grail is doing a great job of that, because it's sure it's some die rolling and so on, but it's very rare that I even have to look at the rule book if I want to get into the game a little bit. Seven Continents, same thing. I'm like into the story or sort of the setting, like the immersion, right? Okay, so here I'll go Sprawlopolis. Sprawlopolis is really good. It's super small. It's like one of those mini games, but it's super good. Versus system. Again, I talked about this in the last stream I did. I think I would enjoy versus system more today because I'm more into this kind of games than I was back maybe like 7 years ago when I played this one. So it's hard to judge based on that. But Bloomtown is not that exciting. So Q-Bird is pretty fun, even though I feel bad for those little birds that have to be shaped like cubes. Our Caesar can be fun. Yeah, well, it doesn't have to be simple. It just has to be clear, like what I'm doing. Like, well, I mean, just like an example, like Gloomhaven is pretty tricky when it comes to the rules sometimes, like how does the monster move. But once you get into it, then it just flows, and then you don't need to think too much about it. It just flows in a way. I guess it's the same if I would play Eldritch Horror a lot, you know. I don't know. It's hard to say. Okay, Number Drop is not a favorite for me. So Bloomtown. Number Drop has had a really cool idea. Like, it's basically Tetris. But they missed an important part of Tetris, which is that when they fall down, you can slide them in. You can't do that in Number Drop. It just breaks the whole fun of the game. Welcome to is a good one, though. Panamax is pretty fun. Subdivision. I bought this one back in the days because Rado recommended it and he talked so much about it. It's like a smaller, streamlined version of Suburbia or something like that. It's like, I just think Subdivision got, I don't know. It didn't do it for me, but okay, it's over Number Drop, sure. Neum, Sheriff of Nottingham. Now we're down to the games I'm not that interested in. But now, back up again, Lost Expedition. Really good solo game, I would say. You can play Lost Expeditions in multiple ways. You can play like cooperatively or competitively or solo. I like it solo. I'm not really sure if I'm that interested in playing Lost Expedition on 2, which is the option. Automania, though, very, very good game. Very fun. Everdell, same thing. Res Arcana, really fun. The Unlock series, which this represents, really fun as well. Citrus, really good game as well. Glassroad, though, I like Glassroad, but I have some issues with my brain not really taking in and looking at those resource wheels and being like, okay, so if I spend this thing, then it's gonna, it just, it's a bit heavy for me. Also, not that exciting when it comes to components, so I'll go Lost Expedition here. Storage Destiny is a cool game. It has some really interesting, very unique style where it's both dice and cards, and you play against each other. There's a lot of deck construction though in this one, and you buy like booster packs. It's a dead game now. They don't make it anymore, but I'm not a huge fan of those like booster pack games and you don't know what you get. It's like lottery, so I'll go Glassroad here. Tiny Epic Quest. Fields of Green. No. Assault Stained Glass of Sintra is the best Assault game in my opinion. Would it be okay if you send me a free PDF of the Drifter? So solar. I mean, you can send it to me, but I am in the middle of moving and all that, and I have a backlog of games, and I just today I actually made a deal with the publisher to film their games. So I don't really have time, but I mean I can look at it. Maybe if I get the time, I can try it out, but I can't promise anything, sadly. I'm swamped with stuff right now. I was sick, during the holidays and all that, which meant everything got pushed forward. So now I'm really swamped with things to do. But yeah, I am thankful if you want to send it over. Just know that I haven't promised anything. And you can find my email address, bgwniramas@gmail.com. It's on the YouTube page as well. Okay, Cartographer Feels So Green. Cartographer is really good. Good roll and write. Or flip and write, I guess. Civilization New Dawn was too abstracted for me. I like Civilization games. This one just feels it was too abstracted. But it had the really good card mechanism, the action selection, which also then came back in Ark Nova. So I'll go Civilization New Dawn over Fields of Green. And I'll go Caverna Cave vs. Cave. But Germania Magna was too much of area control for me, so I'd rather go Fields of Green. Draco. Forbidden Island. Yeah. It's hard with these down here. I'm pretty much... Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, the move is taking a lot of energy and time. Yeah, I'm pretty much moving quickly here through. I'm not gonna comment on all of these because it feels like I already did during the first stream or during the stream. A lot of these sort of mid or lower segment games I have already commented on. There's some games in here that I absolutely not want to play. But now we're back to the good ones. Alchemists or Monumental. Alchemists is so good because it's good in the deduction part of it, where it's basically a Sudoku, but it's also a really good worker placement game as it is. Monumental is a great twist on deck building, which I really like, and it also has dudes on a map area control, which I'm not that huge a fan of. So it's like two parts there, but it comes together really nicely in Monumental. So I'll go Monumental on this here. Notre Dame is good, but it's not my favorite Stefan Feld. I'll go Alchemists here. And this War of Mine. Here we have a narrative game that I really enjoy, and it has very streamlined, straight up mechanical rules. You don't need to look up the rules on how to do things in this War of Mine. You just learn it and then it just comes naturally. Yeah, this War of Mine is great. And Hero Realms, great game. Isle of Skye. I haven't played a Soul with the simple factories. No. I'm not sure what that means. The factories are the little round, the coasters, right? If I remember correctly. I'm not sure what that is. Some version of a Soul. Ghost Stories. Super hard game, and it's very old style board game. Last Bastion kind of replaced it, I think, with thematically. I'm not a big fan of this, like the Japanese ghosts. I'll go Notre Dame here. Carpe Diem, great Feld game. Hanabi, fun game as well. Euphoria. Dragonfire, I liked at first, but I don't know, I burned out pretty quickly on Dragonfire. It's so grindy. Like, to get the experience and to level up and all that, you just have to play the same thing over and over and over. Felt like you're doing the same thing a lot. Even though, I mean, I like the theme, but I'll go Ghost Stories here. Boon Lake, Galaxy Trucker, XCOM the board game. Yeah, I'd rather play Bandido than Dragonfire. It's like you can't really play Dragonfire like just one time, because it's one of those kind of campaign style game where you have to like play it a lot. It's like, I don't know. Yukon is underrated. Prosperity. Okay, here we go. Get on Board, which was Let's Make a Bus Route. Not a huge fan. It's on my to sell list, actually. I have it in my shelf, but Um, okay, the variant Azul. I mean, the first Azul, I don't really have that much interest to play, to be honest. I like Stained Glass of Sintra. I don't know. Azul is an abstract game in space, and I'm not a huge fan of those. You can also be very mean in Azul, which I don't really. I've seen some games where people just get destroyed, and it's not fun. I'll go. I'll go Dragonfire here. Forbidden Desert is a good one. Circle of Wagons. The Godfather. I don't know. Yeah, making cakes. Ice Cool. Tokyo Highway. Camelio. Wow, Red November. Okay, I'll just play. I'd rather play Get On Board than Fujin Magnet though, and Magnastorm, Utopia, Night of the Ninja, Guillotine. Sure, Bruges or Seven Continent. I really like Bruges, and I think I will play Bruges tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to a game meet up tomorrow with some friends, and we talked about playing Bruges tomorrow, and I really look forward to that. But I also want to play Seven Continent solo with the expansion. Still haven't done that. I have my huge wooden crate with Seven Continent stuff in it. If I had to pick, I'd rather play Seven Continent. But I'd rather play Bruges than New Frontiers. Paladins. I really want to play Paladins again. Well, that sounds interesting though. Azul, where the ties you don't choose don't go into the middle. Okay. Well, maybe that would be something for me. Even though, again, I'm not really. I don't even own Azul anymore. I have one of them. Which one is that? Summer Pavilion, I think it is. It's on my shelf right there. I don't remember which one it is. Even though Stained Glass of Sintra is my favorite, I don't own that one. I never did. A friend has it though. Okay, Caverna or New Frontiers. Caverna, definitely. Better game. Red Cathedral. Averoma. For Sale. Charterstone. There's a lot of good games in there. Luxor, though. Yeah, Luxor is better than New Frontiers, I think. Kitchen Rush. Super fun game for the right setting. Okay, Monster Baby Rescue is... No, there I go New Frontiers here. If I have to pick here. Cubito's pretty fun. The racing game. Valletta. Baron Park. Yamatai. Saloon Tycoon has some cool things in it. Cerebral card game, also very good game for what it is. Like, I mean, it's not a huge game, but it's very nice components and so on. Village Rails is too puzzly for me. I'd rather play Monster Baby Rescue. Between Two Cities, Draftosaurus, like a kid's game basically. There's a little bit of strategy in there, but I'd rather play Village Rails. And CV. And Peloponnese, I think. I didn't dislike. I don't dislike Praga. It's just there's some weird parts of it that just doesn't fit with the other things. It just feels out of place for some reason. But okay, I'll pick Praga over Draftosaurus. Under Falling Skies was too puzzly for me, but I mean Draftosaurus is not something that I really want to play. But I'd rather play Draftosaurus than Mental Blocks. Mental Blocks just didn't work for me. Photosynthesis Castellion, yeah, Dixit. Basically, I'll find a point here where... Oh, there we go. Okay, Wingspan or Flamme Rouge? I need to play Wingspan more. I still haven't played all the expansions. I really need to do that. And Wingspan is a great game. I'd rather play Flamme Rouge, though. So fun. Anachrony, yes. This is hard. These are very, I think, very similar for me in like how much I want to play them. I have to think about this one, and I will, because I will take a quick break. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So be right back. Okay, so I'm back. And Wingspan or Taverns of Thiefenthal? I think I will go for... I'll go for Wingspan. I'll go for Wingspan here. Voyages of Marco Polo. Yeah, Voyages of Marco Polo is good. Between Root and Towers of Thiefenthal, though, I rather... Wait, is my camera looking up? Let me get some more light in the room, I think. Or the green screen. I'm gonna buy myself a new camera. I'm so tired of that camera being like that. I'm trying to fix it for like a year now, and I don't get what it is. I can't even Google it because like I'm trying to Google. I don't even know the name of what the camera is doing. Like it's. I don't even know what to call it. It's not flickering. Well, it's sort of flickering, but it's. If I Google flickering webcam, because that's a webcam, that doesn't work. I think it is some kind of hardware issue actually at this stage, because I've been trying so many different things software wise. So yeah, there you see. It's just so annoying. Anyway, I can't fix that right now. Between these two, I'd rather play Taverns of Thiefenthal and Fields of War. I'm not that. Yeah, I'll go Carcassonne. I'm not that like. I like Root. I think it's a good game, but I'm not really that. To play it, it has to be the right setting. Like it has to be people that know the game, that know how all the different factions work, and all that. I'm never playing Root with new players, which is a bit sad, of course, because everyone's new at some point. And I'm not an expert either. Like I'm not an expert on all the expansions. I haven't played the what's it called? I played the one with like the dinosaurs, and those are really cool. The beavers, whatever they are. Okay, anyway, Quacks. I thought Quack was really fun when it came out, and I played it a bunch of times. Okay, I'm gonna pick Root over Quacks. There you go. Tobago as well. Tobago is a really good game. It's an older one. Flamme Rouge Solo. I never tried Flamme Rouge Solo. This is like some kind of automated opponents then. I never tried that. I never thought about playing it like that. It's one of those games where I want to have like 4 players. Okay, Tobago. Saya. I really want to play Saya again. It's been way too long. Queen Domino though. No. Cute little orange dragon, but that's about it. So I'll go Quacks. Time Stories. Okay, this is fun. This is a fun comparison. King Domino or Queen Domino. It's very easy for me. I think Queen Domino is the better game. King Domino, though, is a cute little game for what it is. It's one of those... King Domino is one of those games where you can just, put it on the table for different ages, and, for people that aren't really into gaming, and they can still play King Domino, and it's easy to teach and all that. Queen Domino is a little bit more complex, even though it's not complex. So yeah, Queen Domino. Werewolves, do enjoy that one. Little party game. Mystic Veil is cool, even though I kind of burnt out on the whole, like it was super cool when it came, the whole like card crafting thing. Mint Delivery is one of the few pick up and delivery games that I enjoy, and it's just so small and easy to play. Loot Island. Yeah, I'd rather play Loot Island than King Domino. They are sort of in the same category of games as well. My Farm Shop. My Farm Shop, I think, was fun. It's my Farm Shop is one of these like Catan style games. Catan, Machikoro, Space Base, My Farm Shop. But My Farm Shop is tricky because it looks like it's just like a cute family style game, but it's actually quite deep and thinky and tricky to figure. Like it's strategic game, which is so it's kind of tricky like that. But I did enjoy it. So My Farm Shop. Hostage Negotiator, fun solo game. Chimera Station or King Domino. Yeah. Pictures, fun party game. Wayfinders. Okay. Rajas of the Ganges or Marvel Champions, the card game. I really like Rajas. I think Rajas of the Ganges is great. It's one of the games that I'm sad that I have sold. But I sold a lot of games last year, both for needing the money. I needed the money during last year and so on. But also because I got like it almost feels bad to have too many games in my shelves that I never get to play. And I don't have that. Like I have a gaming group and all that, but it's not like there's so many games that we want to play in the gaming group and people bring games and it's hard to get games in there. So yeah, a bunch of games had to go. Rajas was one of those, but I really enjoyed. Anyway, Marvel Champions, the card game, is, well, we'll see what the ranking says, but from my just feeling, it's like top 10 games that I want to play right now. I really want to play more Marvel Champions, and I will. I'm planning to stream some on the channel. So Marvel Champions, Underwater Cities is good, definitely a good game, but I'd rather play Rajas right now. And Winter Kingdom. I haven't played Winter Kingdom enough. I really want to play it more. Pursuit of Happiness has been in my top 10 and all that. I really like it, but sadly it's gotten a little bit bloated in my gaming group because my friend who owns it, he got so much stuff for it now, all the expansions and everything, that it's almost like we can't play it anymore because we have to like figure out how everything works and I don't know. It's just crazy. But between these two though, I want to play Pursuit of Happiness. I want to play it with everything. We just have to find the time for it. Lords of Waterdeep is nice. It's a fun little game for what it is. Like, it's basically introductionary worker placement style. I like how Lords of Waterdeep has, like, that the spots you can go to, that the players are adding them, sort of. I like that part of it. But Underwater Cities has to be the one I pick here, yeah. Lord of the Rings, Journey to Middle-earth, great game. The only thing I didn't like about it was that it was a bit too rushy, I think. Same thing with Mansions of Madness, though. But in Lord of the Rings, Journey to Middle-earth, you see the time moving. You don't do that in Mansions of Madness. It's more like a surprise to you when it's like all of a sudden, oh, you lost because the old gods awoke and whatever. But Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth is a really good game anyway. So is Trajan. Maracaibo for sure. Planet though, it's a cool idea. 3D little plastic planets. I like that. Planet is one of those games, one of the top games for me to like bring to a non-gamer situation, because everyone will be like excited about the whole thing of like, oh, you have your little planet and you put on the pieces. It's cool, but I think for me it's too much. It's like what's it called, spatial puzzle or whatever, like the 3D thing. It was a fun experiment. It's fun to play it, but yeah, I'd rather play Lords of Waterdeep and Near and Far and Inish for sure. Inca Gold, great family style game again. I haven't played the Oracle of Delphi in a long time, but I do enjoy it. Oceanos, I think it's a underrated drafting game. And you're building a really cool looking, nice looking tableau, which I like. Rolling Realms, really fun little roller ride. Raptor, it's a pretty fun 2-player game with like asymmetric sides, which is interesting there. Yeah, Raptor. Riverboat, Point Salad, One Night Ultimate Werewolf, yeah, absolutely. Downforce. Okay, I'd rather play Planet than Obsession. Obsession was terrible for me in terms of theme. Even though gameplay wise it was pretty fun, some combo wombo, but it was very lucky. I felt as well. It was like times like at the end of Obsession, like the last thing that happened in the game I played, at least I don't know if that varies, but like everyone who completed the goal, whatever that was, um, got to just draw a card randomly. It's like, oh, I got a so and so many points, and you got like that was just bad game design. I think I know a lot of people like Obsession, but you gotta agree with me. Drawing a random card to determine what points you get, it's not good game design. So Planet, Not Alone, Tiny Epic Galaxies, Tiny Epic Kingdoms, Orbits. Most things will beat Obsession for me. So I'll just keep going, and it's gonna be a point where okay, Panic Island. Okay, Panic Island doesn't beat Obsession. Panic Island is a kid's game, but still, it's on my list here. Okay, Aeon's End or Gloomhaven. It's I mean, if it was like if I'm gonna be strict about the terms of my selections here, then I pick Aeon's End because like what do I want to play the most right now? I'm not really interested in playing Gloomhaven. I played through Gloomhaven twice. I really want to play Frosthaven, but it hasn't showed up here yet. But also, yeah, I'm gonna go Aeon's End because like it's not this list is not if I'm not doing the same thing that I did with my top 100, that would be kind of pointless because I just did the top 100 months ago. So this time it's more about ranking them like what do I want to play right now? Aeon's End. So there you go. Search for Planet X though. I'll go Gloomhaven. Pick between those. Star Wars Rebellion. I like it a lot, but it's a bit long. I'll go Search for Planet X. Suburbia. Seven Wonders Duel. Okay, then I'd rather play Rebellion. I mean, there's totally different games. We're talking 30 minutes or 4 hours. But I played so much Seven Wonders Duel. I am burnt out a little bit on it. The Networks. Yeah. Arkham Horror, the card game. I already talked about this with the whole Eldritch horror thing, but it's good. It's good. Imperial Assault, no. Then I'd rather play Seven Wonders Duel right now. Endeavor, absolutely. Blitzkrieg, Clans, Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition. Okay, Star Wars Imperial Assault, Gizmos, Port Royale, Ultimate Werewolf Legacy. The Legacy games are weird to have on the list when we're talking about this. If I'm gonna stick to this, really, because you don't really replay a Legacy game, right? It's weird. I don't know. Colt Express, sure. Villagers would be fun. Carcassonne would be fun. Whitehall Mystery would be fun. Champions of Midgard actually as well. Roleplay though? No. Then I'd rather play Deception. Or Rising Sun. Or Space Base. Or Skull Hollow. High Society. I actually want to play Evolution. Yeah, it would be fun. Coimbra is a little bit too thinky for me. It's a little bit like too AP-ish. The thing is that if you play Coimbra and just relax and just have fun with it, it's fine. But you can, if you want to, you can really go into the whole min-maxing, super style min-maxing. Role players more, relaxed than. Flamecraft, Cacao, really good little tile layer in the whole of Mountain King. It's fun tile layer as well. Trois though, no, then I'd rather play Coimbra. Phantom the card game, Fugitive. I feel like this is the same games. Like it's 500 games supposed to be in here. I just get the same selections all the time. It feels like. I feel like I already chosen between Trois and Blue Lagoon. It feels like I already chosen between. I don't know. I guess not. I don't think that's how Pub Meeple works. Okay, Dungeon Raiders. No, then I'd rather play Trois. Spyfall, Tiny Towns, Kingdom, Dungeon Raiders. I'll just keep going here because Dungeon Raiders wasn't that exciting for me. Splendor Marvel, it's not either. I kind of realize when I do these that there's a lot of games that I'm about. Like, I think also if you look at my board game geek rankings, I think I have a lot of sixes, a lot of sevens. Not that many eights, nines, or tens though. And that's because, you know, that's how it rolls. Okay, yeah, Vengeance Roll and Fight is not. I'm gonna pick some other stuff here. Didn't really impress me. But it's better than Dungeon Quest though, for sure. Siegen Krieg, Dinosaur Island. Okay. A Feast for Odin or Clank Legacy. Again, Legacy. It's hard with the whole Legacy thing. I'm gonna pick A Feast for Odin. I feel like even though I played A Feast for Odin a bunch of times, like there's so much to do. Like there's so much to explore in there. Chronicles of Crime 1400. I'll go Clank Legacy then. Pandemic Legacy. Yeah. But not Keyforge, I think. I mean, I really want to play Chronicles of Crime 1400 again. Keyforge beats Camel Up, though, in the selection. The Chronicles of Crime beats Camel Up. Mentions Madness. Bonanza. I want to play Bonanza again, though. That's a really fun game, actually. Amerigo as well. Really cool with the Cube Tower. Dale of Merchants. Yeah, I think so. Red 7. Red Rising. Yeah. Homesteaders. Again, I feel like I'm just rating the same games over and over. I don't get this in Pub Meeple. Where's like the other 300 games? I feel like I'm seeing 200 games or something like that in total here. It's weird. It's gonna be very interesting to see the end of this, like see the end result and be like, hey, where's all the other games that they never asked me about? That's how it feels, at least. Because again, I'm sitting here choosing other stuff instead of Catan Starfarer. Not Tokaido, though. Not Tokaido. Feels like I'm spending most of the time on this, rating what should be number 400 and what should be number 450 or something. That's not the most interesting thing. Come on, Pub Meeple. I wanna give me more like midweight or like the upper part here instead. That's more interesting. Orbital Conflict. Swedish designer. I do respect the design, but yeah, I didn't have that much fun with it. End result, yeah. Maybe they just somehow they put Magic the Gathering up there. Okay, wannabe football. I'm just gonna pick other stuff. Like I'm not gonna pick wannabe football. Let's we get to Food Chain Magnets. Okay, now we're back to the top again. So Gaia Project or Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. I really want to play Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. That's why I put it on the list as well. Because again, this is not a repeat of my top 100. In my top 100, I clumped Gloomhaven and Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion together because I'm rating like the game system or the game, right? Here I'm rating what I want to play the most, and I haven't played all of Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion yet. I still have like a bunch of scenarios that me and Draco never finished. So I do want to do that. But I want to play Gaia Project as well. But I'm going to go Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion here. And Imperial Settlers Empires of the North. I need to play this one way more. I love the game. And there's a bunch of expansions that came out like last year. Or like little card packs basically. That I really need to play through. I need to try them all. Target though. I play Target quite a bit lately. Gaia Project. And Clank. You can never get enough Clank. Sulkin. No thanks. I always say yes thanks to playing no thanks. Glenmore 2 Chronicles. No, Torgi. Fake Artist. Also, I could play Fake Artist every day. Not every day, maybe, but a lot of days. Lost Cities. Gugong. I want to play the new Gugong. Well, not new, but the other second Gugong expansion, I think. Or is it two? Or is it just one? I don't remember. 5 Tribes. Dice Settlers. Glenmore 2. Sonar. Again, same games over and over. Where's all the games? Lancaster. Orleans. Nations. I don't know, you guys watching, do you agree with me? Doesn't it feel like we see the same 100 games or so over and over? And then there's like a lot of games that I know of, that like right here on my shelf. I have played them, they are in there in the pool, but I don't see them here. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm trying to find one now. I'm trying to find one that we haven't seen at all. What would that be? Okay, now I'm watching my shelves. I do see the games that have. Maybe just a feeling. Maybe it's just a feeling that I feel like I'm over and over. I'm comparing the same games, right? Maybe not though. I don't know. Okay, let's pick some other stuff instead. I'm mostly picking like the other thing from what I like. Oh, I don't want to play brass, so then I'm picking other stuff. But then we come to a point where it's like, okay, I'd rather play brass than. Well, we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, Escape from Flat Earth. I'd rather play brass. And then, like, I keep going the other way. So it's more of a like saying no to games than saying yes to them in a way. In this segment, then in the top segment, it's the other way around. Like, what do I really want to play? And that's why it's more interesting. Which, I mean, just from a perspective of what's most interesting, it's maybe more interesting to just take like my top 100 rate, like my top 100 or whatever, and then rank it. You know, like this Ark Nova Terraforming Mars. That's something I have to think through and motivate for myself and for the viewers, right? So I played way more Ark Nova than Terraforming Mars the last year. I probably played 40-50 games of Ark Nova and maybe, I don't know, 10 games of Terraforming Mars maybe. Even that. Like multiplayer, especially I played Terraforming Mars a few times. I haven't played Terraforming Mars solo that much. I played in the app a few times, but like on the table. I'm still gonna go Terraforming Mars. Like, we had such a good time a few weeks ago when we played on 5, even if 5 is not my favorite player count on Terraforming Mars. But we had all the cool stuff with it. I really enjoyed it. It's very close though. These two are super close for me right now. Next year on my top 100, I think Ark Nova is gonna beat Terraforming Mars as it looks now. Especially if we get the expansion for Ark Nova, it's really good. Ark Nova might just take the spot for me over Terraforming Mars. But right now, I rather play Terraforming Mars if I have to pick here. Here though, I rather play Ark Nova than Lost Ruins of Arnak, which is interesting because Lost Ruins of Arnak was my number 3 on top 100. Ark Nova was my number 4. Again, I think Ark Nova has moved up, so there you go. And same goes for Imperium Classics. I could put out Imperium on the table right now and just play. It would be fun if I wasn't this tired. Might do it tomorrow or something. Dune Imperium. This is the classic matchup. This is the one everyone's talking about in the Facebook groups and BGG and so on. And from what I see, a lot of people prefer Dune Imperium. Maybe I would if it wasn't for those intrigue cards. Like multiplayer, like solo gaming. Okay, so let's talk about this in 2 different ways. Solo, I think I prefer Dune Imperium solo. Because it's super good with the two automas and how they feel like real players and they stress me and they like block me. In Arnak, it feels more of just like, oh, they just go there, just block me. Even though the solo campaign is really good in Lost Ruins of Arnak, I like the solo campaign. But if we're talking multiplayer, I definitely prefer Arnak because I don't like those intrigue cards. Some of them, most of them are okay, but some of them are just, and especially I don't like that in base Dune Imperium. In the base game of Dune Imperium, there's like in that pretty big stack of cards in the intrigue deck. There's like two of them that give points at the end of the game, so it's just super random who gets one of those and if they can fulfill it. And you might draw one late and just be like, oh well, I already fulfilled this, so nice. Don't like that. But I like most things about it. No, it's gonna be Arnak. It's gonna be Arnak. Tapestry or Dune Imperium. Oh, Fenhorn, you would go Dune, yeah. I haven't played the expansions for Dune. I have the Rights of X right here on my shelf. I still haven't played it, and that's also saying something. Like if I really was into Dune Imperium, I would pull it out and play it, right? And I mean, of course, there's time and all that, but the fact that I had it for like a year or something and I still haven't played it says something. While I played the Lost Ruins of Arnak expansion multiple times. So, okay, Dune Imperium or Tapestry? I will go Tapestry. Because again, this list about what I want to play, and I really want to play Tapestry with that new expansion, or the latest expansion. Stone Age though, no, Dune Imperium beats Stone Age. Concordia beats Stone Age. Lord of the Rings, the card game, also beats Stone Age. Especially, yeah, I really want to play that with those character, like the, not character packs. I don't know what it's called. If you play like the dwarves, I don't know what that's called. Viticulture, Stone Age. Stone Age, I think. Teotihuacan or Viticulture. Hadara or Teotihuacan. This is harder. These are sort of equally interesting for me, even though, I mean, Teotihuacan is maybe a better game, I think. Like if we were talking about good game design, I would say Teotihuacan probably. But what would I rather play? I rather play Hadara. This is comparing apples to, I don't know what. Squirrels to elephants. I don't know, like Star Realms or Teotihuacan. I rather play Star Realms right now. Raiden of North Sea, yes. Rosenberg the card game, yes. Okay, I'm not that interested in playing modern art right now. So Teotihuacan, Pandemic, Fall of Rome, Secret Hitler, Blood Rage again with the right people, Saboteur, Kingsburg. I mean, you could say that for any game, right? You have to have a good setting of situation of people you play with and everything, right? But King of Tokyo, Cairn. I want to play Cairn again. It's good. Guild of Merchants, Explorers, Between Two Castles. No, I'd rather play Modern Art then. I mean, I'd rather play, I don't know if that's going to come up, but I'd rather play Between Two Cities than Between Two Castles. Because I just felt like they added a lot of complexity to it. It's supposed to be an easygoing game, I think. Like you're just sitting there, a bunch of people just playing with your neighbors. Oh My Goods. Clever Cube. Okay, here we go. Star Scrappers Orbital. I like, but I mean, yeah, I'll pick it over just one though. Lord of the Rings. Just one is good, but it's a lot of these games here that yeah. Doesn't really matter. But again, if I had to play one of them, Mint Works I wasn't a big fan of. I prefer Mint Delivery for sure. Or what was the other one? Mint. What was the other one? I played 3 different Mint games, I'm sure of that. I don't remember what the other one was now. I mean, Mint works as worker placement. No, not Ticket to Ride. Come on. Love Letter. Viking. Friends of Dice Game. Okay, Arena for the Gods. No, then I'd rather play Ticket to Ride. Or Roan. Tag City. Code Name. Sagrada. 5 Minute Chase. Hotel Samoa. Are You the Cultist is such a weird game. I don't know. Okay, Cliorama though. Cliorama shouldn't even be on the list. It's not really a board game. It's like making clay figures. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream soon, but I'll do a few picks here because now we're back to the top again, sort of. I'll do a few picks, but then I'm going to end the stream because I am really sleepy, to be honest. And we also got a bit on the way here, so we'll continue in the third one. But War of the Ring or Legendary Encounters an Alien deck building game, I prefer Legendary Encounters Alien right now. Feed the Kraken as well. Ultimate Werewolf. Okay, here's the breaking point. War of the Ring beats Dominion. Aeons and Legacy. Let's do deck builders. I think Aeons and Legacy is a better deck builder. Russian Railroads. Yeah, I think I go Russian Railroads or Ultimate Railroads, basically the German Railroads and all that. And Forgotten Waters. But yeah, this is very even here. Pool builder or deck builder? I'll go deck builder. Dominion. Castle Burgundy. Castle Burgundy is so good. Nemesis. Okay. Oh, Spirit Island, easy. It just shows why Spirit Island down here in the midsection. Civilization, the board game. Yeah. Strasbourg, La Isla. The crew is great. Okay, Jaipur is too. Let's go automobiles. Clanking Space, Colonists. Wrath of the Lich King, Vikings Gone Wild. And I'll pick Carcassonne Safari and I will save here. So here we go. I'll just save and call this 2. And that should be saved. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. It's such a weird format, this, but I tried to spice it up a little bit by just making it more about what do I want to play right now than just making another top 100 list, whatever. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, tell me in the comment section if you're watching this afterwards, what do you think about my picks? Where am I? Maybe you're an Obsession fan. Let me know. You can shout at me. It's fine. So I'll be back later this week, probably at the end of the week, with the 3rd episode, and in that one I will try to finish this. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it depends on how much time I take on each decision. All right. Have a great evening, morning, or whenever you're watching. Take care. Bye-bye.